most people probably don't have a clearly identifiable passion. This is especially probably true of young people coming out of, let's say, college, where this type of thinking becomes very important. So you tell someone who doesn't have this clear passion, oh, you just gotta follow your passion. You're setting them up, right, for failure. And it's already, they're gonna be really worried. And then second, we don't have a lot of evidence that connecting a job to a pre-existing interest plays a big role in whether or not you get deep satisfaction out of that job.
That's really surprising.
Yeah, so we have decades of research on what leads people to actually feel sort of motivation towards their job, what leads them to be satisfied, and it turns out that the traits have very little to do with this intrinsic match. It has more to do with things like impact, mastery, connection with people, doing something worthwhile, getting better at a skill that's valued. If you get these generic traits, you tend to enjoy your job more and more. In fact, research shows that if you can take a group of people who all had the same job and then they interviewed them to try to understand how they felt about it, the main differentiating factor on what separated someone from feeling like the job was a calling versus just a job was how long they'd been doing it. If you interview someone who really loves what they're doing, they probably started without a clear-cut vision that this is what I'm meant to do, but what they did commit to was getting very good. Getting very good at skills, becoming very impactful, building mastery, and that for this 8 out of 10 cases, the passion follows the mastery.
Are you saying that somebody could take something that intrinsically they have zero interest or maybe even negative interest, and simply by getting good that they will develop passion for it? And do you think there's anything automatic in there about mastery equals passion in a sort of one-to-one way? Or is it you do need to start with something that you find intrinsically interesting. It's just not necessarily going to be anything that feels like it could one day be a passion?
Yeah, the latter is the right way to think about it. And basically we have to lower the bar. So we have to lower the bar from this impossible height where we put it, which is you have a one true passion, and if you figure it out, you're gonna love your work starting the next day. And if you get it wrong, you're destined for a life of misery. Like, we have to lower that bar down to there are many different things upon which you could build a life of real fulfillment and passion. But it's not just dart throwing, right? I mean, it has to be something that you have an interest in. It has to be something that you think would reward you with more flexibility and options as you got better at it, right? So it's not just arbitrary, but most people could probably pretty quickly identify 6 or 7 directions that pass those qualifiers. And so a lot of what I'm saying is that's enough. That's enough for it to pass the bar. I like this, maybe it matches some of my skills. I like the options it would open up if I did it well. It seems to resonate in some sort of ill-defined or ambiguous way. That's all enough for something to be the foundation of a passionate career. And there's probably a lot of things that pass that criteria, and that's okay. Let's say you're new to the job market, you're right out of school. You want to be passionate about what you do. By far, probably the most important thing you can do, the most important step you can take if you want to maximize the probability that you have a fantastic working life, is put your head down and go into apprentice mode. I'm going to master something that's unambiguously valuable. You do that, on that foundation, all sorts of really good things come. Good things that include real satisfaction and passion for your work.